Ajnanmirandasya Gyananganashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Rajarasarasigam Cha Narayanam Tam Prabannam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktinam Cha Kripa Murti Narayanam Seva Kunja Vajaramde Govardhana Giro Sada Radha Kunde Rasanande Tattat Seva Pradayakam Gurum Narayanakyantam Vande Vinoda Prashtakam Yat Parasmriti Matrena Damodara Prasidati Vanchakalabhadrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bhaktya Vihina Parada Lakshay Kshiptascha Kamarita Ranga Madhye Kripamayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinda Namaste Charanarvindam Bhajami Radha Maravinda Netram Smarami Radha Madhura Smitasyam Vadami Radham Karuna Paradram Tato Mamanyasmi Gatir Nakapim Ha Devika Kubaragat Gadayadya Vacha Yache Nipatya Bhuvidanda Vadudbatarti Asya Prasadana Budasya Janasya Kritva Gandharvike Nijagane Gananam Vidahi Tavaivasmi Najivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanantike Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivachari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, offer my Sastanganandvat Pranam, thousand of times, Lord Siddha Shri Paramadadatam Guru Parapadma, Om Vishnu Parastotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev. Secondly, offer my Sastanganandvat Pranam, thousand of times, Lord Siddha my Shri Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga. Offer my Sastanganandvat Pranam and all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Continuing with our reading of Sri Damodara Ashtakam, Shri Guru Parapadma Digdarshani Vritti. On the 6th verse, Namo Deva Damo Dharananda Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhadukka Jalab Dimagnam Kripa Dristi Vrish Jadi Dinam Badanu Grihamesha Mamagyam Eddakshi Krishya. Shri Sanatana Goswami explains several meanings of Damodar in his commentary. One way to understand this name is in relation to Mother Yashoda. Shri Krishna wanted to relish Shri Yashoda's motherly affection, so he submitted to being bound by the rope of her love. He thus became known as Yashoda Damodar, he whose waist is bound by Shri Yashoda. Another way to understand this name is in relation to Shri Radha. When Shri Krishna eventually reappeared after leaving the Ras dance, he somehow pacified Shri Radha's anger. One time this happened at Sevakunj, and another time Mansarovar. Just before they started the Ras dance again, Shri Lalita and Vishaka tied Shri Krishna's yellow pitambar that Shri Radha's wear, binding them and making it impossible for him to escape. Another time when Krishna was on his way to meet with Radha, Padma somehow got into Gaurikund and united him with Chandravali. Meanwhile, Sri Radha's maidservant, headed by Sri Rupamanjari, noted that Sri Radha was becoming increasingly anxious to meet with Sri Krishna. They began to search for him and finally found him at Gaurikund. O Aghari, slayer of the giant snake demon, they exclaimed, a demon has entered Braj and is destroying everything. The demon was actually Sri Radha's separation from Sri Krishna. As soon as Sri Krishna heard this, he spoke to Chandravali, comforting her. My dear one, I will return immediately after killing the demon. Just wait for me. In this way, the Manjaris cleverly took Sri Krishna from Chandravali's grove and united him with Sri Radha. There, the Manjaris tied the ends of Radha and Krishna's cloth in a knot. This pastime, this is directly Srila Gurudev's realization, this katha. Gurudev has realized this thing and he's spoken this katha. Where Gurudev revealed this in Sri Radha Kund. One time when Gurudev went there, then he spoke this katha to his servants and associates. And since then, they've been put in the books here and there. This is the special quality of the Manjaris. They arrange what? The Abhisar of Radha Krishna, the meeting of Radha Krishna. So they are very expert at overcoming all obstacles. And how here Krishna is in the Kunja of Chandravali, but by hook or crook, they bring Krishna out and bring her back to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. Gaurikund is where, when we do Parikrama of Giridhari Govardhan, we come to Sankarshan Kund. Then from the left side of Sankarshan Kund, it is like 1 or 2 kilometers inside there. And therefore we offer pranam to Madhavendra Purish Gopala Tapa the Giridhari Govardhan. Then on the left hand side we offer pranam to Gaurikund. Then we continue our Parikrama. On yet another occasion, Sri Radha's friends tied the ends of her and Sri Krishna's cloth in a knot. To this day, the place where the pastime occurred is called Gantoli. In Hindi, the word is called Gant. It means knot. So Gantoli means that place where they tied a knot between Radha and Krishna's cloth. It's because of all these pastimes that Sri Krishna became known as Radha Damodar. So in this verse, Namo Deva Damo Darananda Vishnu, all these meanings are being given here. So we have Yashoda Damodar and we have Radha Damodar. Generally, Vishnu means then when they tie the cloth, Krishna's cloth to Lalita Sakhi, then what? Then he becomes Lalita Damodar. So we know there in Sakhigiri Parvat, there is Lalita Vivaha Mandap. There, one time Lalita Devi was standing there, and Krishna was performing pastime. And all the Sakhis, headed by Radha, they were clapping hands and singing nice wedding songs and happy songs. And Lalita became suspicious. Why are they all standing around looking at me chanting? Then she noticed, oh, Krishna standing beside me. And she felt very shy, she tried to run away, but when she tried to run away, then the cloths were tied. Then they performed this play marriage between Lalita Sakhi and Krishna. But Lalita Sakhi, she never wants to independently also meet with Krishna. Rather, she also desires that the meeting between Krishna will take place with Radhika. But sometimes, Krishna is also meeting with Lalita Sakhi. You see there, Lalita Kund, outside of Nandagaon. This is where this Lalita Devi, she's preparing mala, nice garland. She's saying, oh, I want to offer this onto the neck of Krishna. So it happened that Krishna was there. Lalita Devi offered this garland on the neck of Krishna. And that time Krishna was sitting on the swing. And that time, I don't even remember, but I think anyhow, Lalita, she sat down on the swing with Krishna and they began swinging. And Narad Rishi, he told, oh, I want to see this. So then, they sat down and then Narad became very happy. Lalita was feeling very shy. But anyhow, then Narad left from that place and then he was singing nice kirtan. Instead of Radha Ramana Haribol, Lalita Ramana Haribol. Singing glories of Lalita Raman. How Krishna is meeting with Lalita Sakhi. Then Radhika heard this, then she entered into Mahan. Then Lalita Devi, then she actually came and then she told, oh no, this is all Nara's trickery. It's all, actually, I never wanted to independently meet with Krishna. Narada Rishi, she had arranged this thing. Then Lalita Devi, she pacified Radha and then placed Radharani on the swing with Krishna, and then she personally swam Radha and Krishna together. Then Radhika, she became happy and pacified. So this Krishna, he is meeting with all the gopis, but this Damodar is referring to who? Specifically Radha Damodar. Krishna is eternally bound to Radharani. Here generally Vishnu means the all-pervading being. Thus it is understood that the sage is saying, there is no place where you are not situated, and no heart in which you do not dwell. You are everywhere. However, in his commentary, Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad has revealed another meaning of Vishnu. Shri Krishna eternally performs his confidential pastimes in all the secluded caves and groves of Giridhari Govardhan. Although even the demigods are unable to see Shri Krishna's pastimes in those kunjas, Satyavat Muni addresses the Lord as Vishnu with the hope that he may see Krishna directly. In your pastimes you reside in every grove and cave throughout this Vrindavan. Therefore you do not have to undergo any pain by travelling a long distance to appear before my eyes. The name Vishnu is used in a similar way in a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Vikritam Braja Baruvir Inamcha Vishnu. In this verse, Vishnu refers to that Krishna who, with a desire to release the gopis' love for him, sounded his flute and lured all the gopis from their homes. By pervading their hearts, he entirely won their love. Similarly, Sri Satyavat Muni's prayer, Vishnu refers solely to Bhajanananda and Sri Krishna. So Sanatana Goswami is saying he is called Vishnu. Why? Because he is all pervasive. He is in every single kunja and cave of Vrindavan and Govardhan, performing his pastimes with the gopis. Therefore he is Vishnu. And then here Gurudev is saying he is Vishnu. Why? Because he pervades in the hearts of all the gopis. He is everywhere. He has won them over through his love and devotion. So, and the Vaishnavas have said that, but Vishnu here refers to who? Krishna is everywhere, but who is in Krishna's heart? Radha is in Krishna's heart. So Radharani, she is all pervasive, all pervading. She is everywhere. Yes. Namo Vishnu Padaya. That the real meaning of Vishnu is that he is referring to Radhika. So when I say Namo Vishnu Padaya Acharya Guru Varga, they are residing at the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika always, as their main servants. So, Krishna is everywhere, but more than that, Radhika, she pervades everything. Her Shakti is throughout the spiritual world, even throughout the material world, everywhere her Shakti is present. But this Shakti ultimately is Krishna's Shakti also. Radharani is Krishna's potency, he is Radharani's Shakti. Therefore, Shakti, Madhur, Abeda. So Vishnu is that form of Krishna who is all pervasive, means he is residing in the hearts of all the Braj Devis. He has won over their love. In other words, all the Braj Devis, they offer their love, not only the Braj Devis, all the Brajvasis, they offer their love to who? Krishna. Therefore all the different moods in Braj, they have one thing in common. It is Krishna Rati. It is Rati for Sri Krishna. There is no other object for their love. All the Brajvasis, whether it's any rasa, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, they are all offering their love to Krishna. But the specialities of the Manjaris, the Kinkaris of Srimati Radhika, they also have Krishna Rati. But because they have so much love for Radhika, their Suhrid Bhav is so strong, it is more for Radharani than for Krishna. Then what happens when they don't offer that Rati directly to Krishna, rather they offer to Radhika through Radharani to Krishna. And that is called Bhava Ullasa Rati. The special nature of Manjari is love. But by technicality, by Siddhanta, by the term, this Sthayi Bhava is also Krishna Rati. It is the Sthayi Bhava of all the Parikaras in Vrindavan. There is no other Rati. It is all classified as Krishna Rati. That like all incarnations of Bhagavan are Vishnu Tattva, in Braj, all the Rati, all the love that is there, it is Krishna Rati. But the Manjaris are in a special category where they are more inclined to Radhika than Krishna. And therefore, that is called Bhava Ullasa Rati. It is Krishna Rati, but it's a special kind, it has a special nature, special quality to it. Shri Satyavat Muni says, Dukkha Jalabdi Magnam. I am oppressed by the miseries of material existence. For an incalculable period of time, I have been trapped in this vicious cycle of birth and death. And consequently, I mistake this body to be my actual self. I am wretched and utterly foolish. I am drowning in the fathomless ocean of material existence, and I am unable to rescue myself. Furthermore, the sage said, I am suffering because I am not supported by the mercy of saints, and I do not have any strength to perform sadhana. In this regard, Srimad Mahaprabhu asked Dayananda, Dukkha Madhya Kona Dukkha Hoy Gurutar. Of all sorrows, which is the most severe? Sri Dayananda replied, Krishna Bhakti Viraha Vina Dukkha Nahi Deki Par. Other than the pain of being separated from Krishna's devotees, I see no actual sorrow. The sorrow of being separated from Krishna's devotees is in fact the greatest agony. Therefore, from Satyavat Muni's word, Dukkha Jalapti Magnam, I am drowning in an ocean of misery. We can understand that he prays to attain Sadhu Sangha, the company of saintly personalities. The nature of this Sadhu Sangha is that it is eternal. That once you come into Sadhu Sangha, you take shelter of Sri Guru, then even though you may try to run away from Guru, but Guru will never run away from you. Guru never leave you. The only time that Guru may reject his disciple is in extreme two cases. One, when he becomes a Mayavadi. He becomes a complete impersonal Mayavadi, offender. Then Guru may reject that disciple. And second, if he becomes he himself becomes a Guru offensive to his own Guru, and he committing so many offenses to other Mahabhagavad Vaishnavas, then Guru may reject the disciple. But generally, Guru's heart is very, very soft and compassionate. But that kind of rejection is also what? It is also mercy, is kripa. If Guru is rejecting, then this is upeksha, means it is for the benefit. It's like a poisonous snake. If you see a poisonous snake, you have to reject its association. You have to go away. Why? Because its nature is to bite. If you think, no, I will somehow nourish the snake, I will somehow give it a chance. If you bring a poisonous snake in the temple, what will happen? Someone will kill it. They'll throw it out. No one will go near it. You will just create more harm. You will create more harm to itself and to others also. So the best way is by neglecting it, then it's for that person's benefit. So Guru and Vaishnava, they may neglect also. But that is also a mercy, kripa. But generally Guru never leaves disciple. Guru Paramatma and the Vaishnavas, that relation is eternal. So many kathas are there. We know, like one time Gurudev was in Mathura, then Mangalarti time, very early, then he told that time his sevak. I think that time maybe Vijay Krishna Guru was there. He said, oh, someone is calling me, I have to go now. We have to go. Then he said, but we're going usually morning walk this time in the morning at 6 o'clock. That time you can go meet. No, it's very urgent. Now I only have to go. So went straight. During that Brahma Muhurta Mangalarti time, Guru left the temple, then he went all the way to Holy Gate, then he went into one house with one Bhakta there. That Bhakta was having his last moments. He was there on his bed and he was leaving his body. Then Guru said, he opened his eyes, he said, oh Gurudev, you have come. He said, yes, don't worry, now I am here. He said, chant the whole chant. Gurudev made the devotee chant and they were all chanting and then the devotee left his body there. Just then in the Brahma Muhurta. How did Gurudev know? Why Guru never leaves disciple. Another time there was another lady She was in Delhi or some place like that. Then she was admitted in the hospital. Then she suddenly told her son or someone who was there by the bed, "Oh, bring me tilak, bring me tilak." And they brought tilak and she put tilak on the body. She said, "Oh, Gurudev is calling me, Gurudev is calling me. I have to go now." So, "Where is Gurudev calling?" Then she said, "No, Gurudev has come." Then she began chanting the name of Gurudev, Gurudev, and then she left her body also. There was also one disciple of Swami Prabhupada. He was in the movement, and after some time he left the movement and he entered back into samsara with him. Then it happened, then he was also leaving his body, but then he suddenly sat up on the body. He said, "Oh Prabhupada, you have come, you have come." And he was weeping and crying, "Oh, you didn't forget me, you didn't leave me. And I left you, I left everything. I was feeling so ashamed, but you have not left me. Oh Prabhupada." And this way, crying, also he left his body. So, Guru Varga, the relationship between Guru and disciple is eternal. And therefore that connection can never be broken. It may be temporary, it may be covered. A disciple may face some obstacle. But then very soon, again, Krishna will arrange and again he will continue from that place where he was left off. In this life or the next. So, for Satyavat Muni, he is praying. What? Dukkha jalabdi magnam, I am drowning in the ocean of misery. Therefore, I need this sadhu sangha, I need the association of Bhagavan's devotees. Only then I can be free from this suffering. One can only attain Bhagavan's mercy by the causeless compassion of saints. Nanda Maharaj tells Garga Acharya, Mahar Vichalinam Rinam Grihinam Dina Chetasam Nishesya Bhagavan Kalpate Nyanyate Kvachit. Saintly persons like you wander about, visiting the homes of ordinary people and wretched and destitute householders like us. Oh exalted devotee, you have never have any other reason to do this except to bestow mercy upon us. One should know that it is because Nanda Maharaj was acting like an ordinary human being that he addressed Garga Acharya in this way. In reality, there is a vast gulf of difference between Nanda Baba and Garga Acharya. In other words, Nanda Baba is he is Krishna's eternal father. He is the embodiment of Vatsalya Prem. Whereas Garga Rishi is this kind of mood Garga Acharya does not have. He is Garga Rishi, he will be in like Shanta Dasya, like this kind of mood. But Vatsalya Prem, Nanda Baba, he is so much superior. But Nanda Baba is addressing Garga Acharya. Oh, I am Dina Grihinam, I am like fallen householder. You are great Mahar Vaishnava, Mahar personality, great personality. And by your mercy you have come here just to deliver me. Give me your mercy. This kind of behavior is exhibited by Sri Bhagavan's associates in the course of performing their human-like pastimes, in order to show everyone that Sri Bhagavan can only be achieved by the immense mercy of sadhus. Therefore Bhagavan takes shelter of sadhu, takes Guru. Ramachandra was initiated by who? Vasishtha Rishi. Krishna also received initiation from who? Bhaguri Rishi. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from who? Ishvara Puripad. Teach us. And we'll have to take shelter of Sri Guru. When even Sri Krishna's eternal associate, his mother, had to undergo so much endeavor to bind him, then on what grounds can the conditioned souls complain about the troubles they encounter in trying to achieve him? There is no need to make a pompous display of devotion. We should simply act according to the method of sadhana taught to us by Guru and Vaishnava. In this way perform bhajan, following in the footsteps of our 6 Goswamis. Radha kunda date kalindi tanaya tire shamangshi bate Premon mara vashara shesha dashaya grasto pramatto sada Gayanto chakada hare gunavaram bhavabdi bhuta umuram Vande rupa sanatana rabu yugo shijiva gopalako. I worship Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami and Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Intoxicated with love and gripped by the countless ecstasies arising from separation, they always used to roam the banks of Radhakund and the Yamuna, or the forest near Vangshivar. They remained overwhelmed with spiritual ecstasies, while incessantly enraptured by singing about Sri Hari's most excellent qualities. We'll continue with that Damodar Rastakam tomorrow. We'll now touch on Vilap Kushumanjali. There's a long purport on this verse, and we'll hear more. The moods that are found in this verse tomorrow. Vilap Kushumanjali, 6th verse. Vairagya yug bhakti rasam pradayatnayat apayamam anubhiksu andam kripamburiya paradukka dukkis nadnastampam ashrayam. Sanatana Goswami is remembering, Raghunath Das Goswami is remembering Srila Sanatana Goswami. Kripamburiya. Sanatana Goswami So Vairagya Yug Bhakti. There are two types of bhakti. One is general and the other is bhakti with Vairagya. Here the word Vairagya has two meanings. Vishesh Rupena Rag. This means special Rag or Anurag. The distinguishing feature of Vairagya is Rag or Anurag. This is most important. When Anurag, great absorption and affection for Krishna, is present, no asakti or attachment for sense objects can remain. This is the paribhasha, definition of Vairagya. In other words, if you have true Rag, Anurag for Bhagavan, then you will not have any Anurag for mundane things. If you have Anurag or Rag attachment for mundane things, then you don't have pure Rag or Anurag for Krishna. Because the nature of pure Anurag for Krishna is that it is one-pointed, undivided and unmixed with anything material. So the main symptom of Vairagya is what? One-pointed attachment, Anurag for Krishna. This is the definition. Externally, we will see that one truly fixed in Vairagya will have asakti only in Bhakti and in the service of Radha and Krishna. One who has this special Anurag for radical service will automatically leave all worldly attachments. Those who have not developed real Vairagya may leave their worldly attachments, but after some time they will again become immersed in those things. Raghunath Das Goswami has this special attachment to the service of Radha and Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he glorifies Sanatana Goswami as the one who blessed him with this Vairagya Yug Bhakti. In Mahaprabhu's own life also we see Vairagya Yug Bhakti. When he sees his followers performing Bhakti with Vairagya, he is so pleased. He desires that every one of his devotees should be akinchan nishkinchan, that is, having Krishna as one's only possession. We are not like this, and therefore we have so many problems. If we maintain any attachment for anything other than Krishna, to name and fame, wealth, women or food, then bhakti will become very remote for us. Very, very remote. A complete day and night is 8 prahar, and 1 prahar, 3 hours, consists of 6 or 7 dandas. Our Goswami spent 4 danda, that is about 1.5 to 2 hours, on ahar, nidra, eating, drinking and sleeping. They spend the rest of the day and night over 7.5 prahar in Ashtakali Lila Smaran. Moreover, there were some days when they neglected to eat or sleep at all. First says Chappan Danda Rakti Dine Danena Radha Gunamine. Chappan means what? How much? 56. 56 dandas. That means if there is 8 prahar, Tarpan Chari Danda Shuddhaka 56, so there's 60 dandas totally. Divided by 8, how much is that? So there's like 8, 7, 56. So like about 1 prahar is about like 7 danda, a little bit more, approximately. Tarpa Chari Danda Shuddhaka Sapne Radha Govinda Dekhe. So that only those 4 dandas, they're taking some rest. And then out of that, and during that time also they are remembering their dreaming of Radha and Krishna. For them that is not a dream, it is actually direct seva. For us when we dream, then it is a concoction, it is a speculation based on samskars from millions and millions of births. And based on our interaction in this world, then we may dream about things. It may reflect your desires and fears and all these things. But when the Guru Varga they're dreaming, then they are dreaming of direct Radha Krishna. In other words, their seva bhavas are manifesting in their consciousness, even at the time of sleep when they are serving. So he's saying that moreover, there were some days when they neglected to eat or sleep at all. So some days also passed without even sleeping. We sleep from 8 to 9 hours daily. Then so much time is spent in oil massage, bathing, roaming here and there, general laziness, sitting and thinking. That is what we always... The jiva's nature is, they're always lamenting about the past, and then they're always worrying about the future. But never trying to be present in the moment. Always we're thinking ahead and lamenting about the things in the past. This is the effect, this is the nature of kal, or time in this material world. Past, present and future. Or we should try to leave the past and try to leave the future, try to be fixed in the present. Anything you're doing, put your whole consciousness and mind into that. Any devotion you're doing, and try to offer that to the lotus feet of Guru and Vaishnavas. Then very sweet result will come. Try to practice keeping the consciousness fixed in the present. Because ultimately in the spiritual world there is only one phase of time, that is the eternal present. There is no past, there is no future. So the more you can become absorbed in your Harinam, more you can be absorbed in your present, fixing your consciousness in Radha Krishna Seva, Guru Vaishnava Seva, then more you achieve the eligibility to enter into the spiritual world. The rest of the day passes as we talk about things other than Harikatha. Then sometimes we feel sick, and at that time doctors may be bored and medicine administered. Our whole time goes in vain. Certainly this is a situation of great distress. So much time is wasted doing all these things. Therefore Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that Edehera kriya abhyasa koribo jivana yapana lagi Shri Krishna bhajane anukula jaha tahe hobo anuragi. This Edehera kriya abhyasa koribo. Abhyas means repetition. It means try to do the functions of your body, everything, in such a way that it becomes habitual. So that you will not have to think about it. You're always thinking so much, oh, what will I do next? Or how will I take bath? Like in the morning when you wake up to brush your teeth, you don't think about it. You just wake up, you're not even like, your head is not even clear. You just stumble into the bathroom and you're not automatically put toothpaste and you brush your teeth without thinking. Why? It's habitual. You don't need to spend any mental energy, anything. Even in your sleep you can brush your teeth. That is how habitual it's become. So, it doesn't require any time or require any mental exertion. But what happens is that because we're always contemplating, thinking, we're always looking for new and new ways to enjoy it, new and new situations, new and new relationships. Therefore, we're always pondering and we're planning, we're thinking, how will I do this? How will that happen? How is this person? Always contemplating. And then we're spending so much time in contemplation even before doing the activity. Then finally we do the activity, and you can imagine how much time is wasted. And after we do the activity, then we're thinking about, oh, how I did that. How did I do it good or not, this, that, or what did I experience? So we're spending so much time just doing one thing, before, after, and while doing it. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that Edehera kriya abhyasa koribo jivana yapana lagi. Don't be like that. You should become like autopilot, habitual. Every day be disciplined, do the same thing. Wake up in the morning at this time. Everything should be disciplined and routine, so that you don't have to think about it. It just happens naturally, and your mind and your consciousness, your body is doing, but your mind and consciousness is where? Thinking about Radha Krishna, thinking about your Guru Seva, absorbed in spiritual consciousness. Then you'll always be fixed in the present. Always fixed in pure spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, our whole time goes in vain. We'll waste so much time. We'll not even be able to complete our 16 rounds, what to speak of 64. But if everything becomes habitual, then 64 rounds will go like that also. All your sadhana, bhakti, everything will go very easily, without having to think about it. So, our Goswamis, they have shown how Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana Natibi Kala Vasanikto. They have shown exactly how to utilize one's time. Then the more you become absorbed in that way, then the more you become detached from this body. Whether you are sleeping, eating, all these things, you will not even be aware. Kripam Mudiriya. Sanatana Goswami is Kripa Samudra, a great ocean of mercy, the highest extent of mercy. He can also give Radha's mercy. He can pray, oh Srimati Radhika, you should give your mercy to this devotee. Lalita Devi can also give this. We can pray to her. Yam kam apri braja kule brashabhanu jaya preksha sapaksha panavim anurudhyamanam sadyastal ishtagatatena kritartha yantim devim gunais lalitam lalitam namami. Upon seeing any young girl anywhere in Braj, and that she is inclined towards Vrishabhanu Nandini, Lalita at once fulfills all of that young girl's eternal desires and makes her life successful. I offer obeisance to Lalita Devi, who is repository of charming qualities. Now, this Narottam Das Thakur also has prayed, like in his songs, in Prarthana. He describes that how Sri Rupa Manjari, in the association of Sri Rupa Manjari, are come in front of Radhika. And Radhika, seeing that our new Saki, a new Kinkari has come, she will look towards Rupa Manjari and ask, oh, who is this new Gopi? Then Rupa Manjari will reply, oh, Manjulali has given her to me. Who is Manjulali? She is Manjulali Manjari, the Lokanath Das Goswami. She is offered. Therefore, Narottam Das prays that Prabhu Lokanatha Kabe Sange Loya Jabe Siru Bhera Pare Padme More Samarpipe. When my Gurudev Lokanath Goswami take me with him and offer me into the service of Sri Rupa Manjari. So this is exactly what has taken place. Rupa Manjari is responding to Radhika. Oh, Manjulali has given her. And therefore, because Rupa Manjari has brought her to Radha, then Radharani will accept that Champak Manjari, that Vilas Manjari, who is Narottam Das Thakur in her service. So Narottam Das Thakur is praying, oh, when will that day come? That the Sakis, they will accept me as their own. In the same song it says that Sakira Anugata Triya Narma Saki. And there he said that when that they come on the Narma Sakis, they will accept me as their own. Offer me to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. So that the gopis, they're always looking. They're always thinking of new ways how to serve Radha, how we can increase, how we can please Srimati Radhika. And then by bringing this new gopi and offering her into the service of Radha, then Radhika becomes very happy. Similarly, Guru Varga, they're always looking. Any jiva is there with any inclination to do bhakti, and they'll take that jiva and offer it to the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. And this is really very pleasing. You bring any jiva, or help any jiva come into the shelter of Guru Vaishnava, and Guru Vaishnava will become very pleased with that person. Which is great service. Prabhupada said, one will have to shed gallons and gallons of blood in order to deliver one jiva from this samsara. So if you help any jiva come into the shelter of Guru Vaishnava, then this is a great service. Guru Vaishnava are very, very pleased by such services. If Lalita hears that any Kishori Gopi in Braj wants to be a Palya Dasi of Srimati Radhika, she at once fulfills the desire of that Gopi. If anyone, anywhere, has in his Sadak Sharir a desire that I only want to be a Palya Dasi of Radhika, and if he prays to her, I want to be a Palya Dasi of Radhika, this is so high, but I want it. Oh Lalita, you should be merciful to me so that I may have that service. So she will manage to do it at once. This is the mood of this shloka. So if you pray, even in the sadhak form, then their mercy must come. And all arrangements will be there, will be made. Krishna will arrange that you will come under the guidance of any high-class Guru Vaishnava, any Palidasi Kinkari of Srimati Radhika. And under their guidance you will serve, perform bhajan, and then this mood, this Palidasi Bhav, this Kinkari Bhav, coming amazed of the Srimati Radhika will be established in your heart, and you will attain all perfection in this way. Krishna himself makes that arrangement. Because none of the Kinkaris, none of the Sakis, none of the Gopis, they act independently from Krishna's desire. Because they are his potency, his Sakti. This is the mood of this shloka. Lalita will ask any Kishori moving within Braj, "Oh Kishori, where are you going?" The young girl may reply, "I am going to Varshana or Yavar or Radhakund." "Why are you going there, Kishori?" "I know it is very difficult to achieve, but I am going there with the hope that Srimati Radhika may keep me as her Palidasi." When Lalita knows this, she at once tries to give that bhav. She will order, not pray to Radhika, "Keep this girl as your Palidasi. I am writing her name in the register of your Palidasis." Srimati Radhika cannot disobey. She is bound to obey the order of Lalita. If Lalita sees any sign at all that one wants to become a Palidasi, she certainly arranges for it. At once she tells Radhika, and Radhika obeys her order. Similarly, if any person tries to approach Guru and Vaishnava independently, then Guru and Vaishnavas, not knowing what they desire, will not necessarily give any chance for that person, may not even accept them in that sense. Why? Because this is not the proper channel. But if any Vaishnava brings any devotee in front of Guru and Vaishnava and introduces them, then Guru and Vaishnava, they feel inclined, to speak some kind words. Try to see if that devotee, if that person has any inclination, encourage them. So this is the proper channel. We should try to approach Guru and Vaishnava through the Vaishnavas. If we try to independently approach Guru and Vaishnava, then we may commit offense. Also, Guru Vaishnavas, they may not be inclined to give that mercy. But you come with a recommendation from the Vaishnavas, then Gurudev must be merciful. Why? Because they have that relation, that close relationship. So this is how, similarly, the same way you try to approach Krishna directly, then Krishna will not give his mercy, but you approach Krishna through his associates, then Krishna will definitely give his mercy. And especially if he approaches through Radhika, her manjaris are maid servants, then Krishna is not only will he give his mercy, Krishna will become bound by that love. Even so that Krishna falls at the feet of the maid servants of Radhika. So we'll stop here today and we'll continue tomorrow. Gaur Brahmananda Hare Hare Riva Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Satchinandam Gaur Hare Ki Jai Saparsada Gaur Hare Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Katyani Vrat Ki Jai Vrat Pana Gali Bhakti Vinna Ki Jai Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnava Vinna Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Brahmananda